From street singer to World Cup voice, Liu Yuning's Jump ignites a midnight surge. Within hours after the event, keywords related to Liu Yuning surged across social media. What made this moment attract so much attention? At exactly midnight on May 6, 2026, Liu Yuning released Jump, the official Chinese theme song commissioned by Coca-Cola for the FIFA World Cup 2026. The timing was precise, but the impact was immediate and organic. Across major Chinese music platforms, the song quickly climbed charts, while conversations spread rapidly through fan communities and casual listeners alike. Part of the intrigue lies in what Jump represents. It is not simply another promotional track tied to a global sporting event. It marks the first time a Chinese solo artist has taken on the role of performing an official localized World Cup theme song, while simultaneously serving as a global brand ambassador. That dual identity gives Liu's involvement a symbolic weight. He is not only a performer but also a cultural bridge in a campaign that spans continents. Musically, Jump is built on an unexpected yet effective fusion. The track reimagines a classic by Van Halen, layering its recognizable rock backbone with distinctly Chinese elements. Traditional instruments such as the pipa and eru weave through electric guitar riffs, while Tang-style drum patterns add a ceremonial pulse. Liu's vocal performance shifts between melodic warmth and rhythmic rap verses he personally composed, creating a sense of movement that mirrors the energy of the World Cup itself. This blend of East and West is not entirely new in global pop, but here it feels deliberate rather than decorative. The song's arrangement suggests an attempt to localize a global spectacle without diluting either side. In a year when the World Cup will be hosted across the United States, Canada, and Mexico, that balance feels particularly relevant. Audience response reflects that resonance. Within hours of release, Jump reached top positions on multiple Chinese music charts, while concurrent listeners surged into the tens of thousands. Online comments repeatedly highlighted how the song grows on you and feels like the World Cup, a reaction that suggests emotional connection rather than mere novelty. Fans also mobilized quickly, organizing coordinated streaming and engagement efforts to push the song's visibility even further. Yet the attention surrounding Jump is not driven by sound alone. Liu Yuning's personal trajectory adds another layer to the story. Known for his rise from street performances to mainstream recognition, his journey aligns neatly with the song's lyrical themes of breaking barriers and embracing the moment. It is a narrative that both the artist and the brand appear keenly aware of, and one that audiences seem willing to invest in. There is also a broader industry context worth noting. Coca-Cola's decision to release a Chinese-language World Cup theme song after more than a decade signals a renewed focus on localized storytelling within global campaigns. By positioning Jump as a China-exclusive version, the brand acknowledges the scale and influence of Chinese audiences while still maintaining a unified global identity. Later that same day, Liu is scheduled to appear in a live online broadcast tied to a music festival, where Jump is expected to feature prominently. This immediate follow-up suggests a strategy designed to sustain momentum rather than rely solely on the initial release spike. Still, the bigger question lingers. Is the success of Jump driven more by its musical composition, its cultural symbolism, or the narrative surrounding Liu Yuning himself? And as global events increasingly adopt localized voices, will this approach become the standard rather than the exception? For now, Jump stands as a moment where timing, identity, and sound align with unusual clarity. It may not redefine the genre, but it captures something harder to manufacture, a sense of shared anticipation. If you're curious to see how moments like this shape the evolving relationship between music, culture, and global events, consider following YouTube channel Meomi PopScope for more stories that go beyond the headlines.